1.5 million COVID-19 cases. Well, Diwali does begin tomorrow in this country, and for many, pre-celebrations begin today. But in the middle of a pandemic, well, families are certainly having to change their plans. Diksha Narayan is the author of a series of children's books, including Ved and Friends Celebrate Dussehra and Diwali. And she's celebrating, of course, with her family in Milton, Ontario. Diksha joins me now. Great to have you, and happy Diwali to you and your family.
Happy Diwali to you too, Angie, and all your viewers.
Absolutely. Talk to us about the importance of this festival to so many South Asian families, not just in Canada and in India, but right around the world.
Diwali is considered to be the festival of lights. It leads to our new year for Hindus, as well as it's not only celebrated by Hindus. It's been celebrated by Sikhs as Bandi Chor Divas. Jains also celebrate it, as well as Buddhists also celebrate Ashok Vijayadashmi on the day of Diwali. So it's a universal celebration all across South Asia for us.
It certainly is, and the best way I like to describe it to my friends when they ask about Diwali is you say festival of lights, but sort of it's like, I say to them, it's like taking Christmas and New Year's and wrapping it into one big package of celebration, really, where we just, everyone gets together. But that's not going to happen this year. I know with my family, my celebrations are over Zoom with my parents who are here, but because of COVID-19 restrictions, we're not going to go see them, in order for their safety, as well as my sister and her family. So talk to me about how you are planning to celebrate, because again, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We can't have the big celebrations we normally would.
Yes, since most of the GTA is considered to be a red zone right now, so we can't celebrate with our friends out here, but we do have Zoom parties. We can organize Zoom parties. We are having Zoom parties with our families as well as with our friends, and we are going to take our phones and do our sparklers and everything with friends going live. But that's the only thing we can do right now, right?
I love the ideas, though, the phone sparklers. You are an author of a children's series. One of your first books features your son, your lovely son, and talking about Diwali and Dussehra. How important is it to have the younger generation, be able to embrace their culture and have access to books like this, which were probably really great during a time like this. We can't meet up with family, but we can still read and learn.
Exactly. So the reason why I wrote this book was because I come from north of India and my husband comes from south of India. And we have different celebrations, completely different from each other, how we celebrate Diwali. So I thought, let's write a book which includes all the celebrations of Diwali. And why I think it's important is if we know where we come from, we may better know where to go. If we know who we come from, we may understand who we are. This quote I simply love. If we can tell our children where we come from, I understand that they're Canadians, but they have South Asian heritage given to them. And this, I speak for all of us Canadians. We might have backgrounds from different countries. We should expose our children to the heritage, the cultural heritage that they come from. And Canada is such a beautiful country. It's so inviting and it embraces everybody's culture. So we should be proud of the culture that we come from, and we should educate our children so that they can make better decisions when it comes to their lives. And basically, if somebody asks you, why do you celebrate Diwali? You should have the answer for that.
Absolutely. And I know that you hold storytelling sessions about, South Asian, about the culture on a weekly basis, which I think is so important. Before I let you go, though, what is your message to those that are going to be celebrating? What is your message to Canadians as we are seeing our numbers continue to rise, not just in Ontario, but in other parts of the country as well? As again, we come back to we're all in this together. What would you say to families celebrating this weekend?
Well, my message to everybody, first off, is happy Diwali. May you have a blessed Diwali this year, and may COVID finally be over.
Yes.
But I think all of us have to be responsible. We can't ask other people to be responsible for us. We have to take the initiative ourselves. So if you want to go out and distribute sweets to your friends and family, maybe this year they'll understand if you don't do that. This time, just make it all about the family. Celebrate with your family, and let's all be responsible global citizens and try to end COVID. Like Diwali is good versus evil and good wins. Let us all be responsible and get rid of COVID.
That is beautifully said. We'll keep the sweets at home and just celebrate them and enjoy them amongst ourselves. Again, happy Diwali to you and your family, Diksha Narayan. Great to have you on the program. You take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.